Okay, I'm making this video because I see so many people getting so many things wrong, and I want to give some clarity. My name is Elizabeth. Now, of course, that's not my real name. And yes, I am an insider, but we'll get to all of that later. Today, we are explaining Phase 1 of RKM Legends, February Baby, setting the board. So when the video first comes on, you see this guy. He's cold, rubbing his hands together. But you can already tell something is wrong with him. He's not happy. He's angry. Then he takes off his glasses, and his hands are shaking. This is the emotion of RKM Legend being expressed through this character in the video, a representation of one of his claws, which is what he calls his fan base. But if you'll look closely, there's also a chessboard behind him. That means something. Trust me. Now we get to the next scene. He knocks on the door, and a guy comes out asking him what he wants. He says he wants to see the Panther, also known as RKM Legend. Before he lets him in, he asks for the password. The password is bulldozer. Now, what everybody need to understand is that bulldozer is not just some random word. That was actually the name of his ex, and I'm gonna get deeper into that in another breakdown. As he walks into the den, which is where the claws are, but here's the important part that a lot of people missed. He says there are cameras everywhere. And I feel like that line means way more than people realize. Maybe it represents the industry watching him. Maybe the Panther is watching his claws. Maybe it's a higher power watching everything. Maybe even Travis Scott is watching? I don't know yet. Again, this is just a quick breakdown. Then he gets into the elevator, and this is important. He presses the number 2. Now, people are gonna say, "Oh, that's just the second floor." But no, keep that number in mind. Don't forget it. So the elevator opens, and he walks out to another checkpoint. Another bodyguard stops him and asks what his business is. Again, he says he wants to see the Panther. This second guard has way more aggression. He says the Panther is busy, but then he notices the frustration in the guy's face and says, "Let me see what I can do." And right there, that tells me something huge. Whatever is happening around the Panther right now, they are protecting him heavily. Now, I'm gonna make a full video explaining the beef between Travis Scott and RKM Legend and how all of this started. But right now, I'm just giving you breadcrumbs. Because what you need to understand is this. These aren't just bodyguards. These are members of his LMT Legendary Money team. These are trusted people around him. And they don't even want some of his own fans getting too close to him. That tells you everything is heated right now. Then the guard tells him not to speak unless spoken to. That makes the entire situation feel more serious and controlled. Now, as we continue, the door opens and we finally see RKM Legend, the Panther, standing in front of the mirror with his eyes closed. This part is deep. Throughout history, mirrors have always represented reflection and identity, They reveal who you truly are inside. And I feel like when he's standing there with his eyes closed, he's entering another state mentally. Then he opens his eyes, and it almost feels like there are two different people. The version inside the mirror and the version outside of it. There are shots where the camera focuses on the reflection, and then shots where it focuses on him outside the mirror. To me, that represents two personas, RKM Legend and the Panther. I honestly believe the version inside the mirror is the Panther, while the version outside is RKM Legend. I know that sounds crazy, but stay with me. Now, while he's performing, there's also a shot where he raises his watch. And this watch is the same style of watch Denzel Washington wore in The Equalizer. That was intentional. Everything in this video feels intentional. Now, let's talk about the lyrics. He keeps saying, "I'm a February baby. I know that they hate me." Now, according to a lot of people in the comments, the they could be referring to Travis Scott, Don Toliver, and Van Joe, who's associated with Don Toliver creatively. And honestly, I think this entire video is RKM Legend telling the world that he knows they don't like him. He knows they fear him. He calls himself a February baby, born in the winter, cold-hearted because of everything he's been through. The pain is all connected. As the video continues, you can see he's completely locked in. He barely even notices the fan sitting there watching him. That symbolizes focus. Tunnel vision. This war is bigger than emotions now. Now, another thing I noticed is that he keeps throwing up the number 2, the same number from the elevator. February is the second month, but I think the number means more than that. Then something happens. He hears a clap, and the clap almost snaps him out of his trance. The fan starts speaking to him and basically asks how to overcome heartbreak and pain. But before RKM Legend answers, the screen cuts to credits. And once again, we see the chessboard. That's important because this isn't going to be a regular rap beef. This is chess, a strategic war. And while the credits are rolling, you hear a snippet of another song, except this time he's rapping aggressively. A lot of people in the comments want the full version, and honestly, I do too. Then the scene comes back, and RKM Legend explains that it's not about getting over anything. It's about accepting who people think he is. He's taking all the fear, jealousy, and accusations thrown at him and embracing them. He's basically saying, if you think I'm the villain, then I'll become exactly what you fear. And honestly, that's what this whole video is about. Acceptance, transformation, war. Then the fan reveals that he's an actor who's been struggling for 5 years, and RKM Legend hands him a stack of money. After that, the screen freezes into this dark green color while both of them stare at the money. And I think that symbolizes initiation. Like now the fan is part of whatever comes next. I believe RKM Legend is preparing to bring his fans into this battle with him and reward the most loyal supporters. And honestly, I respect that. Because I don't think he can win this war without his fans behind him, and I think he knows that too. Money is usually seen as the root of evil, but maybe he's trying to flip that idea and use money as a weapon against evil instead. Now, do I think Travis Scott is evil? I'm gonna stay quiet on that one. But at the very end of the video, right before it cuts off, RKM Legend smirks at the camera. And that smile? That might have been the most cryptic part of the entire video. Guys, this was just a quick breakdown because I saw so many people confused in the comments. I'm definitely going to do a deeper analysis soon. And I'm also working on a full breakdown of the Houston rap beef between Travis Scott and RKM Legend.